जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधार्विक गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरन मोहन जू की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत साई महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट महाभागवत श्री गोरक्षरस बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानुकुर्य गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर प्रसाद वृंद की जय। नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल कोर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट विदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंग देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि जय। श्री हरिनाम-चिंतामणि की जय। श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। नामचय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। We'll do the Mangala Charan and then begin. Alright, where is it? Ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana-shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri guruve namaha. Guruve gaurachandraya radhikaya tadalaye krishnaya krishna bhaktaya tadbhaktaya namo namaha. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gurvanvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Bharati Timingilo Daragatan Udritya Jiva Niman Krishna Prema Sudabdigahana Sukham Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje Vande Bhakti Vinodang Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Saccidānanda Namane Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Smara Gaura Gadadhara Kelikalam Bhava Gaura Gadadhara Pakshachara Shrinu Gaura Gadadhara Charu Kathang Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunjavidum Tavai Vasmi Na Jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Devi Tvang Nayamang Charanantikam Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshai Kshiptastakama Ditaranga Madhe Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charana Ravindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sorry. um, all right, so we are continuing our reading of Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi, the last chapter, Bhajana-praṇālī, the process of bhajan. Yeah, I'll just read the verses from verse 42 onward, and I think we read up to 70 something, maybe 73. So we'll start reading the Bengali from that point on. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. And yeah, this is all very, very high topic, but it's important to know what our aim and object is. So that's why we're reading this now. Service, offering obeisance, servitorship, friendship, and surrendering oneself are naturally born from associating with the name. Sitting in a secluded place, one should give up the 10 offenses with the faith that that Nam and Nami, that the name and the possessor of the name, he who is named, are one tattva. In a few days, one will attain the mercy of the name, and the form of Sri Shyamasundar will manifest. When the name and form become identical during sadhan, during one's chanting of the name, the form appears in the heart at every moment. Okay, so when the name and the form become identical, then the form appears in the heart at every moment. This is a progression of going from Nam to Rup to Gun, and then finally, we'll get to Lila after. So, after some days, the Lord's qualities are added along with his form, and one relishes those qualities while remembering Shri Nam. In a few days, the name, form, and qualities become one, and as one chants the name, these three manifest at every moment. So now there's mantra maya upasana, mantra dhyan maya upasana, and then swarasiki upasana. And then one has darshan of the lila, the ashtakaliya lila, and then swarasiki upasana. So upasana, mantra, dhyanamaya, worship through meditating upon one's mantra. This comes at this stage, after having when these three manifest, nam, rup, gun, when they all become one. Then mantra dhyanamaya is worship of the holy name. One should know that this is the first wave of the appearance of the results of one's chanting. At the time of meditation, one is at the yoga pit beneath a desire tree. There, Sri Krishna is seen happily surrounded by gopas and gopis. Immersed in the bliss of bhajan, the devotee experiences joy as all the symptoms of sattvic vikar manifest. Gradually, as the name's own natural fragrance blossoms, the eightfold pastimes of Krishna manifest. So now, finally, Lila comes. Nam, Rup, Gun, and now Lila. And then, Swarasiki Upasana. It's worship through spontaneous meditation. When Swarasiki Upasana, worship through spontaneous meditation occurs, one attains darshan of Krishna performing pastimes at various places during the day. I just, might be nice to see how mantra maya upasana and, I want to see how it's explained in my Gurudev's books. Oh, and we don't have so much time to read, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but Okay, let's see. It's explained many different times, but let's see, which one do we want? There's an explanation in Brahma Samhita. Let's read the one in Dhammadarashtakam. Okay, so it says, there are two modes of meditation, mantramaya upasana and svarasiki upasana. When one deliberately concentrates on remembering only one particular pastime while performing bhajan, it is called mantramaya upasana. But when Sri Bhagavan's pastimes manifest in one's heart spontaneously, one after another, it is called svarasiki upasana. When performing bhajan in Vraj, only svarasiki upasana is present. In Vraj, wherever the sadhak goes, he has spurtis, momentary visions of Sri Krishna's eternally new pastimes. Beholding new spurtis everywhere he looks, he exclaims, "Oh, Sri Krishna performed this pastime here." Then he beholds another spurti. "Oh, and he performed that pastime over there." In an unbroken chain, Sri Krishna's pastimes are stirred up in his heart. Svarasiki upasana is called Raganuga, or Lobhmai Bhakti. It's bhakti imbued with intense hankering. All our Guru Varga are immersed solely in this mode of meditation. So that's my Srila Gurudev's explanation in Dhammadarashtakam of Mantramaya Upasana and Svarasiki Upasana. So when Svarasiki Upasana occurs, one attains darshan of Krishna performing pastimes at various places during the day. And there's many different pastimes, and it keeps on coming up, all in no particular order, completely just, it's just completely, automatic and spontaneous, and and there's many different pastimes that come one after another. By the mercy of the Guru, the devotee immediately acquires his Siddha Swarup, his spiritual form, and he enters those pastimes, accompanying a Saki. The daughter of Vrishabhanu, Sri Radha, is Mahabhav Swarupini. Bhakti in accordance with her is always filled with prem. Following the instructions of the Sakis, one engages in service to the divine couple. Thus, the Rasiks, those who are expert and who are completely absorbed in relishing the ras, become absorbed in Mahaprem. At this point, one's sadhan bhajan is close to perfection. Then, by your mercy, the subtle body is discarded, and one achieves vastu siddhi. Vastu siddhi is when one, it's not just that they are meditating on their internal form, but they're actually fully present in their physical form in Krishna's pastimes. Within Bhoma Vrindavan, right? Words cannot extend beyond this. Whatever is beyond this can only be experienced by the power of mercy. This is the supreme sadhana that leads to Ujjvala Ras, by which one attains the treasure of Krishna Prem. In order to achieve Ujjvala Ras, there are 11 aspects, Ekadasha Bhav. That's relationship. What is that? Relationship is Sambandha. Age, Vyasa. Name, that's Nam. Form, Rup. Connection with a particular group, that's a Yuta. Vesh, it's one's dress. Agya Vas, that's orders. Right? No, Vas is separate, as residence, right? So Agya, then Vas, then... No. Sorry, guys. And then Seva, one's service. And then Parakashta, that's one's highest aspiration. And Palyadasi, Palyadasi, that's one's mood as a dependent maidservant. A sheltered, protected, nurtured maidservant. That's Palyadasi. So this is incomparable. So now there are the 5 stages of Bhav Sadhan. The complete sadhan of Ekadasha Bhav must progress through 5 specific stages in the life of a sadhak. There's Shravandasha, hearing, Varandasha, that's accepting, Smarandasha, remembering, Apanandasha, it's achieving, and sampatti dasha, that's full possession. These are considered to be the 5 stages. That Mahajan, Sri Gurudev, who is on this path of is superior to oneself and is overwhelmed with pure divine sentiments. He is Shuddha Bhavuk. By hearing Bhav Tattva, the principles of Bhav, from his divine mouth, the stage of Shravandasha manifests. One must consider that there are 2 aspects to Bhav Tattva, one's own Ekadash Bhav and also Krishna's Leela. Upon hearing about the 8-fold pastimes of Radha Krishna, spiritual greed for that arises. Due to that greed, one inquires at the feet of the Guru, "O Mahashai, how can I attain these pastimes?" Gurudev then shows his mercy by describing Ekadash Bhav and how it applies to the principle of Leela. Being pleased, the master will instruct one. With this Bhav, go and enter within these pastimes. With his perfected mood, with his Siddha Bhav, upon hearing about his pure form, one accepts that Bhav into his own heart. At the time of accepting that Bhav, that's called the Varandasha, one should deliberate upon one's particular ruchi, one's particular taste or inclination, and inform one's guru with sincerity. When it says one's particular ruchi, one's taste or inclination, that means I have attraction towards Krishna. I love Krishna as a servant, or as a friend, or as a parent, or as a lover. So that's one's ruchi. And so, one should deliberate upon one's particular ruchi, and then inform one's guru with sincerity. And we read an example in Jaiva Dharma about Rajanath and Vijay Kumar revealing their ruchi for Krishna, and then their guru approving it. Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj, right? "O Prabhu, you have mercifully given me my identity, and I am fully satisfied with that. I have a natural inclination for this type of bhav. Therefore, taking your instructions upon my head, I will be purified." So that's, I think, where we read up to yesterday, if I remember correctly. Now, this section is Anya Ruchi Hoile, Gurudev Anya Bhav Diben. If one's ruchi is different, Gurudev will present another type of bhav. My God, I'm starting to lose my voice, if you can tell. I'm like really straining at talking right now. Okay. Ruchi jadi nahe tabe akapata mane nive dibe nija ruchi shi guru charane. If it is not one's ruchi, one should sincerely submit one's particular ruchi to the feet of Sri Guru. Vichariya Gurudev dibe anya bhav tahe ruchi hoile prakashibe nija bhav. Gurudev will reflect upon it and give him another bhav. Then if the one likes this, he can manifest his own bhav. Very interesting, huh? I think we already read this actually, but anyways, let's just continue. So then Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he writes a note. He says, when Sri Gurudev determines the pure ruchi which is internally experienced by the sadhak, then the sadhak should assist Gurudev by explaining to him about his personal ruchi. If natural ruchi is not established, then the instructions of Sri Guru are not absolute. Ruchi is said to be that inclination which manifests from samskars attained from the sukriti in both our past and present. This ruchi for the jivatma is innate. There's so many disputes over this topic. Just in recent times that it's come in within our own family. Before it was from other, but Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is making very clear that this ruchi for the jivatma is innate. Those who are attracted to dasya or sakya and have no ruchi for shringaras should be given instruction in those rasas. Otherwise, there will be misfortune. can't believe people actually don't accept this. Like people who claim to be in our line, but they don't accept this. Anyways, this shouldn't be. The perfect ruchi of Mahatma Shamananda was unknown initially, which is why he was first introduced to Sakya Ras. Later, by the mercy of Sri Jiva, he attained bhajan of his innate tendency, his swaruchi, and became famous for that. According to the avatar Sri Krishna Chaitanya, one is judged upon the strength of one's capability and qualification. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur couldn't have made it any more clear. Nija Siddha Bhav Guru ke Janaive. One should inform Gurudev about one's Siddha Bhav. E rupe Guru Shishya Sangvade Ghatane Nija Siddha Bhav Sthir Hoibe Je Khane. Thus, after Guru and disciple have discussed this matter, from that moment on, the disciple's own Siddha Bhav is finally fixed. Shishya Guru Pare Pori Koribe Minati Magibe Bhaver Siddhi Koriya Kakuti. The disciple should fall at the feet of the Guru and pray to him, humbly begging for attaining perfection in his bhav. Kripa Kori Gurudev Koribe Adesh Shishya Shei Bhave Tabe Koribe Pravesh. Then Gurudev will mercifully give instructions, and the disciple may enter that bhav. Dridha Varan. I guess this is the next stage? No. Varan Dasha, and I guess this is, I don't know. This is all completely new for me. So I think there's Shravan Dasha and then Varan Dasha. And I guess this is now Dridha Varan, firm acceptance. Shri Guru Charane Pori Bolibe Tokhon Tavadhishta Bhav Ami Korimu Varan E Bhava Kokhon Ami Na Charibo Ar Jivane Marane E Shangi Je Amar. Then, falling at Sri Guru's feet, one should say, I accept your instructions concerning my bhav. I shall never abandon this bhav. Whether in life or in death, it shall always remain with me. And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the other bhav a sadhak may have previously accepted, which is opposed to his personal ruchi, is like accepting a husband. And there's a note from the translator. He says, in this regard, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives an example of an arranged marriage. When one attains a bhav which is not to his liking, it is like being married to someone that has no affection or one has no affection or affinity for. So the other bhava a sadhak may have previously accepted, which is opposed to his personal ruchi, is like accepting a husband, which is not compatible for one. Yet, by the mercy of a pure Gurudev, upon accepting his particular ruchi in service to Krishna, he achieves that supreme parakya ras. Ras is not completely manifest without parakya ras. Therefore, the glories of Sri Krishna Chaitanya's teachings is that the mood of parakya shringa ras is eternally present in both prakrit, manifest, and aprakrit, unmanifest lila. So prakrit lila is the lila that's manifest within this world, and aprakrit is the lila that's unmanifest within this world, which is going on in the nitya lila, in the spiritual world. There's no kind of mundanity within this shringar ras. In order for ras to emerge, the transcendental jiva must become a transcendental gopi and render eternal service to the divine Radha Krishna in the spiritual realm of Vrindavan. Any mood of mundane man-woman relationships is absent there. Only the purest and most ideal tattva is manifest there in its transcendental nature and its chinmay swabhav. This can be realized through a pure guru. This indescribable tattva cannot be discovered without his grace. It is extremely rare and beyond mundane rhetoric. Bhajane pratibandhak vichar, a consideration about impediments in bhajan. Nija siddha ekadasha bhave vrati hoye, smaribe sudrida chitte nija bhava choye. Observing one's perfected ekadash bhav, one should meditate upon one's bhav with heartfelt determination. Smarane vichar eka acheto sundar, apaner jogya smriti koro nirantar. While engaged in this smaran, there is one consideration which is beautiful. One should always meditate on that which is most suitable. Apaner ajogya smarana jadi hoy, bahu juga sadhileo siddhi ko bhunoy. If one performs smaran upon those things which are unsuitable, perfection will never be achieved, even if one practices for many yugas. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura writes a note. He says, there is no gradual perfection in one sadhan unless one progresses from smaran dasha to apana dasha. The indescribable reality of bhajan cannot be achieved by external exhibitions of karma, jnana, yoga, or anything else. Externally, one may be in a mood of renunciation while cultivating the holy name, yet internally, there may be a constant display of maharas. All those sadhaks who keep themselves busy making an external show, but make no endeavor to steady their minds, will never progress in their smaran and become eligible for the stage of apana. Therefore, they will never reach perfection in their sadhan for many lifetimes. This bhajan is simple, but if there is any type of impure identification present within it, one will fall from the path of internal sadhan, and that will not be vraj sadhan. One should approach Sri Gurudev with a simple heart, understanding the purity and distinction of this type of bhajan, and engage in that. Okay, I think we will end here on verse 82. We'll end. Verse 82 is apana dasha. I'll just read few translations just so we can get a sneak peek of what we're going to read tomorrow. But as one strictly engages in one's sadhan and performs smaran, one will attain the most pure stage of apana dasha. By constantly meditating upon one's pure bhav, the mundane conceptions that bind one will soon flee far away. The jiva who is bound by matter forgets his own state of perfection. Mentally identifying with matter, he becomes engrossed in the material body. At this stage, if one hears Krishna Lila, a desire emerges to achieve the wealth of one's perfected state. Then one constantly meditates on bhav tattva, the nature of one's bhav. And as that bhav increases, one's misconceptions vanish. And then the stage of smaran dasha, the difference between Vaida and Raganuga bhav, the necessity for the latter. All right, we will end here. How much time do I have left? Only 1 minute. Okay, so I have to do a 1 minute Jai Dwani. So Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev ki Jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Harināma-cintāmaṇi ki Jai. Shri Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. Shri Harināma-cintāmaṇi ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura ki Jai. Jai Shri Saccidānanda Gaur Hari ki Jai. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bo Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. 10 seconds left. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow to continue reading this chapter of Harināma-cintāmaṇi. Hari Bo. Jai Shri Radhe. It's not ending. What's going on? Ends recording. There. Haribol. What the heck is going on? Okay, let's see if this works. It's not ending. I don't know what to do. It's not letting me end this. Shoot. I don't know what to do. It's very strange. I don't want to re-record all this, but it's not letting me end. Okay, let's see if I can open up a new tab. Go in here and end it like that. Shoot. Yeah, there. Now